It is Throwback Thursday. Yay. Can you tell how excited I am this morning? I did not sleep well last night. I am in a lot of pain, but it will be all right. We are going to use the Huda Beauty Chocolate Brown. Again, this was one of the palettes that I decluttered. I have not found a home for it yet, so we're just going to kind of use it for throwbacks until I find a home, or pitch it, whichever comes first. That sounded way more worse than I intended for it to. Let's get into the video. Okay, I primed my eyes with the MAC paint pot in soft ochre, and then I just went in with the fluffy brush into this shade and put it all over my eyelids to kind of set that down. I Pro Crease Sephora 24. Bear with me, I'm still having coffee. And we're going to dip down into this shade, which is going to be a little more than I really want, but we're going to work with it. We're going to just start it into the outer part of the crease and kind of work it down. We're going to take a Sigma E27. It's actually a blending brush. It is stained from, I think we did a bingo on the Nomad Ghost palette. I think that's the one. It stained then, and I have never been able to get the stain out. Anyway, we're going to go right here into, and yes, I'm sure these shades have colors, but we're going to just take that and put it right on the inner corner. Kind of building backwards again today. Sometimes it's just how my brain works. We're just kind of swiping, packing, swiping. Okay. We're going to take this red fluffy brush. It looks like it says mange. I don't know. It came in a beauty box. That's all I can tell you. I would hope that nobody would name a product mange or Lange. Well, Lange would be okay. Mange is what I'm seeing. We're just going to keep going. We're going to take it and go up into this top corner. And like I said, we're kind of building backwards, and that's okay. Is we're going to take it and pull everything that was not in the crease up into the crease. And we're just going to slowly, we're doing a pack, a tap, and a slow little bitty tiny teeny weeny blendy circle. Yes, I make up words as I go along. I'm going to take a Singe Beauty brush, E08, and go into this shade right here. And again, we're going to use that same like tappy swipe. We're tapping, we're circling, we're packing, and we're packing isn't the word I was looking for. We're taking it up to blend all of this out into all the shadow. Yeah. We're blending everything together. Lord have mercy. My mind is elsewhere this morning. Went into this shade with my finger, and we're just gonna kind of put it there. Maybe, maybe not. I think the shimmers may have an issue, and this extremely very old. Palette. Okay, on my eyes I used the I Look Like My Dad shade of the Sigma Tint and Tame, or Tame and Tint. I never can get it the right way. Use Lash Paradise. I need to go back through my brows with the spoolie. We'll do that at some point in time. I'm kind of seeing what will happen. Well, I'm not kind of, that's what I'm doing. Excuse me. I usually am real quick to move the product around. Kind of gonna see what happens whenever I let it dry a little better before I move it around, because I've been like I don't know, I've been having weird looking eyebrows, and I think part of it is because of knowing that they're running off of my face. I've talked with my aunt, who is my dad's sister. I've talked with cousins on my father's side. Their eyebrows are not running off their face. Mine are. Bizarre, right? Okay, so we have quickly figured out that that wasn't a plan. They're kind of coming a little closer. You can kind of see where they're kind of splotchy now, so that did not work. I may have to up my brow game, because I generally don't do more than one product. And I know that you may hear two puppers in the background. We're going to talk about that a little bit while I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Balm. They're ready to go out. They have been fed breakfast, so it's going to be a few minutes of this. I did some shorts with them, as I have since we've had Mayor and Ella. And I'm going to talk about it a little bit because people are silly. My dogs eat in their kennels because they have a forced rest prior to and after eating. Their friends are outside, so that's why they're begging. They made a new friend yesterday, which is another whole other issue we'll get into. I'm proud of them because they made themselves to be friendly, which is what we tried to do in this house. They showed themselves friendly. Neighbor's dog got loose. We did all of the right things. People were asking me to open my back gate and let this dog in and all of this stuff. And before you wonder why I didn't, let me sum it up real quick. I didn't know the health of this dog. I know it appeared to be friendly outside of the fence. I didn't know the health of the dog. I paid a small fortune keeping mine healthy and get to do that again in February. They don't go to dog parks for that reason. But they played with this other dog. My yard is icy still. So, that kind of is another reason why. But the biggest reason why, because I posted it on all my socials, and one of them is the neighborhood app. And apparently my neighbors are kind of on the cuckoo side. I called animal control because they were out working extra to snag animals that were loose that they could get back home. This dog had a home. Didn't have a collar, but it had a home. It's well cared for. You could tell that it was. It just played Houdini. Dogs do that. Don't care where you are. They're going to play Houdini. It's going to happen. It was at my back gate. And in answering people that were inquiring about the dog, it was like, I did all that I could do. It was at my back gate. That gate is frozen shut. And somebody chimed in with, mine was too, but I used a hammer to get it unfrozen. I left that comment unresponded to. My gate, my front gate, was frozen. My husband had to get it so they could get out. My back gate is frozen into the ground. because to secure my dogs, we put a pipe down into the ground, and that pipe is shut in there together. My back gate doesn't come open unless it's opened intentionally, because when we first moved here, people used it as a walkthrough, and this is private property. So some people quickly met my then right-hand girl, Cinderella, who was my boxer. Nobody was harmed, but she made sure they knew. No trespassing. And even at that, people walk through what is my property pretty much on the daily. Kind of let it go. I don't allow them to sled back there. Not because I'm mean and rotten, but because there are moles back there who have made holes. So, no, they're not allowed to frolic back there. I'm kind of letting this balm kind of settle a little bit before we do a little bit of... I keep grabbing for this. This is... And I keep doing this like I can see it without my glasses. Candy Lover is what we're going to use, and we're just going to use the cream part of it. But what started this, I did a couple of shorts. Ella is dramatic, okay? It's part of being a shepherd. They're dramatic. What I'm doing is in their best interest. They are the Sigma 56 brush that we're going to use. We're going to just tap into the blush. What they are training inside because it's too cold outside. So I put 2 shorts on my channel of them training a wait command. Now, mind you, the kennels were dirty. Not because they had been neglected, because my backyard is a mud pit. So when they came in, they get dried off with towels, and then when they have towels in their kennels, because they're gonna get, the mud's gonna go somewhere. I cannot wash them or even rinse them off whenever it starts to be this cold, because I'm going to send them back out into the weather to freeze. That's not a happening thing. So we do the best that we can with dry cleaning on their coat. And the biggest thing that I do is just take their towels out of their kennels and put clean ones and clean their kennels. Well, before the clip was, they go out in the morning, they run, use the bathroom, play a little bit, they come back in. Then they have their calm down, then they get their food. Now, they have to wait for their food. That's part of training. Wait and recall are the two of the most important commands that a dog can have, especially a German Shepherd. So, that's what we're working with now. And I have them wait for their breakfast, and we keep extending the time. It's not hurting them. It's teaching them impulse control. Did this tap a nerve with me? Yes, because there was a comment about how horrible I was being to my dogs. And it's like, really? My dogs I spend probably close to $1,000 just on their food alone. And the person was talking about that they have no enrichment toys in the kennel. Well, no, duh. They're fixing to eat breakfast. They're fixing to make a mess. I'm going to have to clean the kennel. They're just kind of things that people say online based on a blip of something that they see. It just kind of got me. So, yeah. We're going to be done now. Because I think, yeah. Have a good day. This is our Throwback Thursday. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.